Okay, friends, well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Ravenbrook Plays Root Letter. So, we're going to pick up with Chapter 6 and get to figuring out who some of these other people are, I guess. So, let's ask away. Who is your hero, Tomoko?
ヒーローですか。それは小豆パン仮面かしら。
What? An anime hero, huh? How about in reality? Anyone who is a hero to you?
それは福沢諭吉様に樋口一葉様ですね。
The faces on the 10,000 yen and 5,000 yen bills?
この二人に勝るヒーローはいませんよ。
I'll take her word for it. From anime to hard cash. That's realistic, to be sure.
女はいつでも現実的ですよ。
Who was your hero when you were in high school?
上級生のバスケ部のキャプテンです。背が高くてハンサムでみんなの憧れでした。バレンタインデーは男子よりもチョコをもらってたんですよ。
Whoa. The captain was a girl? I mean, if it's the girls' basketball team, that does make sense.
そうですよ。
The girls had a crush on a girl.
高校生くらいの頃はよくありますよ。
Tomoko puts the futon away.
今日はどこに出かけるんですか？
First, I'm going to the Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum.
ヤクモ様の本は読みましたか？
No, I haven't. I'm not a fan of scary stories.
2年間に行くのにヤクモ様を読んでないなんてダメですよ。一冊貸してあげます。
Yeah, you kinda should read at least a couple, maybe. No, that won't be. Tomoko leaves the room. I tried to stop her, but she came back with Lafcadio Hearn's Quaidon, aka the collection of Japanese ghost stories I didn't want to read.
これを読んでから出かけてください。
Okay, also none of them are that scary. Like it's more interesting from like a folklore perspective. Tomoko pushes the book into my
で
hands.
は、お気をつけて。
Like conceptually, you know, if you think about it, some of them are a little scary, but like it's more just a really interesting, I guess, cultural artifact that has become accessible to the West due to Hearn's translation efforts. Yeah. Tomoko leaves. Acquired the book. Well, let's check it out. A copy of Quaidon by Lafcadio Hearn that I borrowed from the girl at the Matsue Inn. It also includes insect studies. Oh yeah, I forgot. He was also into that. Cool guy. All right, I should read a little bit. I read Quaidon. I'd avoided Lafcadio Hearn's books, but now that I'm giving it a chance, it's sort of nostalgic, yet fresh. The strange stories and beautiful writing were fascinating, and I ended up reading the entire book. Yeah, it's really not that big of a time commitment. It's not just there to scare you, it deals with people's karma, which makes it more interesting. I look at the clock. It's time to go to Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum. That is something, like, I always wondered, given, like, that was probably the, I guess, the most accessible in terms of when I started to get into, like, Japanese ghost stories. That was probably the thing that was pushed the most to me, or the most accessible in, like, a bookstore or something, like a Barnes & Noble, when I was in high school. So it is kind of interesting to think about the reverse perspective. Like, how do Japanese people actually feel about Hearn and his legacy compared to like because the project was to bring it to the West, right? So obviously we feel a certain way about it, but it is interesting to think about, okay, the culture and the people that he was actually studying, how do they feel about him and his legacy? That it's interesting, at least to me. As I step outside, a tall guy with a hat rushes away. That's suspicious, to put it mildly. Okay. Well, we won't think too long about that one. Here we go. On an old-style street along a moat, there's a wooden column that says Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum. Looks like this is the place. There's a gorgeous board fence and a gate with a tiled roof. Beyond the gate, there's a Japanese-style single-story wooden house. I walk into the museum. I'm not going to say the full name every single time. Like, that's ridiculous. There are exhibition panels and pictures from Hearn's life. I walk around the museum. All right, let's give it the old check here. There's a picture of Hearn with commentary about his family. It looks like his father was Irish. Okay. There are several items that Hearn treasured. The sign says Hearn was about 160 centimeters tall. There's okay, that's fine. What else? It's poster for the exhibition that talks about how people used to call him Herun-san. I don't see anything that talks about the princess of Himegamori Forest. Oh, it's him again. Ah! I jump when I realize Kurai is standing right next to me. Your specialty is ghost stories, isn't it? Do you know about the princess of Himegamori Forest? Well, can you tell me? Okay. You want me to pay you? What's the condition? Oh shit. Okay, let's see. Fine. Give me the quiz. Okay, got it. Oh, there was a panel that talked about Hearn's biography. Yeah, it was, this one. I point at the panel. He's from Ireland. Oh, right. Right, that was over here. They called him, Herun-san. I point at the poster. I saw it on the poster over there. It's Herun-san. Okay, did anything mention his height? Yes, it did. It mentioned that he's 160 centimeters tall. I point to the sign. The sign says Hearn was 160 centimeters tall. All right, passed it. He sent an assassin.
小笠原氏は17歳の千代姫と出雲に退くことにした。その途中、土村に通りかかると、千代姫は水が飲みたいと言い出した。従者が止めるのも聞かず、姫は池に歩み寄った。すると、足を滑らせた姫は池に落ちてしまった。
What happened to her?
そのまま消えてしまったのです。
Disappeared?
1週間後、姫の遺体が池に上がった。ところが、その姿は生けるがごとく美しかった。それが姫が森の姫の伝説です。
A drowned body looked beautiful a week later. That doesn't make any sense.
それが伝説というものです。
Well, that is true. So it's not like the dead princess came back to life, right?
しかし伝説は語り継がれるごとに変化して、今では死者が美しくなって帰ってくると言われています。
Bitch must have meant that the dead Aya came back alive in more beautiful state.
ここでは企画展もやるので、チラシを持って帰ってください。
I take a flyer for a theme exhibition. It says Exhibition of Matsue and Aliens. Matsue and aliens, yeah. Obviously, those go hand in hand. Did Martians come visit or something?
それは私の専門外です。
Space isn't your thing, huh?
では、旅行をお楽しみください。
Thanks. I hang on to the flyer. All right. Exhibition of Matsue and Aliens. I bet sci-fi fans would love it, but it doesn't sound like it's for actual adults. Wait a minute. The people at the UFO research lab would love this. Yeah. There's that thing about Snappy, too. It might be easier to ask them. I'll go see Morita and ask about Snappy. All right, that was in Izumo, right? Yeah. I knock on the door. The door opens and Sugari is there. All right. I show her the figurine of a rabbit on an agate base.
どうぞ。
Sugari is the only one in the room. Is Morita here?
まだ来てないわ。彼に用があったの？
I did.
あなた、本当は UFO に興味ないでしょ。
Wow, she's rather perceptive. Well,
冷
that's...
やかしの客は出入り禁止にしてるのよ。
I'll be in trouble if they kick me out.
どうなの？
Of course, I'm here because I'm interested in UFOs and aliens.
UFO に興味があるという証拠はある？
That flyer? Oh, take a look at this. I show her the flyer for the exhibition of Matsue and aliens that I got at the Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum.
夏江と宇宙人展のチラシね。
I have this with me because I'm interested in aliens.
嘘じゃなさそうね。
Good thing I kept hold of it.
小泉八雲記念館はどうでした？
I was moved. I felt like I saw scenes of Japan that I had forgotten.
あら、私と同じ意見じゃない。
Did you?
八雲の日本に対する温かな思いは、今の日本人が失ったものね。八雲が素晴らしいのと同時に、当時の日本も素晴らしかったのよ。情と道徳に守られた神々の国だった。あなたもそう考えるでしょ？
I don't know. This feels like dangerous rhetoric, like it was better back then.
八
Yeah.
雲は数奇な運命で日本を訪れた。でもそれは宿命だったのかもしれない。彼は日本に伝わる階段を書き残すために神から使わされたのよ。
It looks like Sugari is a big fan of Lafcadio Hearn.
私の話は退屈かしら？
No, not at all. Morita is running late though, huh?
あなた、森田に会いに来たんだったわね。
Do you know how old Morita is?
33歳よ。私の年齢は聞かないでね。
Fair enough. Morita and I are the same age. I turned 33 this year, and chances are the Snappy who bit him and the Snappy that I'm looking for are the same person. Yesterday he was talking about Snappy, but
彼女のことは森田は話してくれないわよ。
why not?
痛い思い出だからじゃない？
Did she break his heart?
実際に噛まれた痛い思い出よ。
So literally painful. Oh, yeah, we're on the same page there, Takayuki.
ガリは左の刃が出てたみたいで、その後だけは今でも残っているのよ。
Snappy has a left canine tooth sticking out. Okay. She's at Sanin Chuo TV, right?
あなた、何を探っているの？
Nothing.
悪夢に興味があるんでしょ？階段の話をしましょうよ。
Sure.
階段の中で一番好きな話を聞かせて。
I guess the one where a man who's left his wife for his career can't forget about his wife, and he comes back a few years later to be welcomed by the same kind, beautiful wife. But it turns out she was already dead. That's my favorite. It's creepy, but I liked it because it was also bittersweet.
残念ね。あなたとは話が合わないようだわ。
Really?
私の好きな話は、病で亡くなった妻との約束で再婚しなかった男が約束を破って若い女と結婚するの。
That bastard.
祝言の翌朝、隣で寝ていた嫁の首が消えていて、前妻の墓の前にあったというもの。
That is pretty grim. I like it. Of all the stories in Quaidon, she picked the most distasteful one.
男っていつも愚かよね。
I'm going to go now. Good instincts there. Suguri is, kinda weird. Misaki knew about me, though. She must have something to do with Aya. I'm going to Sanin Chuo TV. I arrived at Sanin Chuo TV. I'm going to ask Misaki Murakami about
い
Snappy.
らっしゃいませ。
Could I please see Misaki Murakami?
アポは取ってありますか？
No, I don't, but can you call her?
村上からアポなしの客は取り継がないでほしいと言われてます。特にマックスっぽい男は会いたくないそうです。
Okay, so she saw this one coming. What do you mean, a guy who looks like he could be
あ
Max?
なたのような人じゃないですか？
She seems to hate me
ど
now.
うしました？
Oh, I almost forgot about an appointment. I'll excuse myself now. I leave the reception desk. If I wander around here, she might show up again. Okay. They're doing a charity auction. Each staff has an individual space, including Misaki. Okay. Ah. Stop it. Okay. I look around on the wall. There are posters to promote their programs. One of them is of Misaki. There are posters for the station. Misaki has perfect teeth, so she can't be Snappy. Yeah, because, you know, dental surgery or procedures don't exist in this world, I guess. So yeah, obviously she can't be Snappy. Let's just go ahead and rule her out on this one. There's a bunch of stuff up for the auction. Misaki contributed too. There are dolls, stationery, accessories, and also that red spider lily brooch. That's the brooch she was wearing. I'll buy it as a keepsake. I'd like to get this. As I'm about to make a payment, I notice Misaki's boss is the cashier.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Aren't you one of the high-ups around here?
これでもアナウンス部の部長です。
So what's a department head doing here?
オークションのレジは役職関係なく社員が交代でやることになってるんです。
Wow. I like that. I might be able to get some information out of this guy. Okay. Misaki Murakami is hugely
う
popular.
ちの看板アナウンサーです。
I'm a fan of hers too. Isn't she the most promising of all the women who started together?
村上と同期の女性はいませんよ。その年に入社した女性社員は彼女だけです。
She doesn't have a rival around the same age?
以前は一つ上にいましたけど退社しました。
If that's the case, could she be Morita's childhood friend?
村上がどうかしましたか？
No, nothing. Thank you very much. I rush out of Sanin Chuo TV. I need to find out more about Misaki. I wonder who would talk about her. That chatty bitch might talk about Misaki. Bitch is probably at Waterworks. Okay. Then to Waterworks we go. I arrive at Waterworks.
いらっしゃいませ。
Is Riko Sasaki here?
はい、羽田様じゃない。佐々木様でしたら奥の席に。
That manager remembers bitch by her maiden name. Of course, women usually change their last name when they marry, so it may not necessarily match the name on the school list. We already established that though last time. I walk toward the back and find bitch sitting alone.
またあなたなの？
I'd like to ask you about your high school
い
days.
やよ。
I don't want to bring this up, but
私の水着のポスターはもう効果はないわよ。
why
ア
not?
リサにママは女優の仕事がなくて水着でキャンギャルをしていたと告白したわ。
It's nothing big. I'd like to ask you about Misaki Murakami.
帰って。
Okay, we don't have to do that right away. Give me a chance. What was she called in high school? It's Snappy, isn't it?
彼女は村上さんよ。
I heard she got the most votes in a popularity poll.
私には関係ないでしょ。
The girls idolize her. I know you're jealous. Entertainers and announcers are different, but she's an icon in the television industry.
だから。
Oh, sorry to cut you off. She's making bitch's dream a reality. Okay, yeah, we're just really like to twist that knife with our with the people who already hate us. I bet you were really popular too.
当然でしょ。私は高校のアイドルだったのよ。
But you weren't as popular as Misaki.
全然わかってないのね。彼女はショートカットの男子みたいなルックスで気が強い性格で人気なんてなかったわ。
That's what you wanted to believe, but I bet she was actually popular among the boys.
あんな凶暴女人気があるわけないじゃない。
Misaki is savage?
私、彼女が渡辺君に噛みついたところ見たことあるのよ。
Uh-oh. She bit him?
喧嘩無敵の渡辺君が涙ぐんでいたのよ。
That is pretty impressive. Those chompers. Wow.
あら、余計な話をしちゃったわ。
No, I'm glad that I heard that story. It's helpful.
嫌味な人ね。もういい？いつまでもあなたの相手ばかりしてられないわ。
That was plenty. Thank you. I head outside. I leave the cafe. Next, I should go see the person who was bitten. Okay, off to school I go. I'm back at Oba High School, but it looks like classes are still in session. I go around the back to the field. Monkey is doing maintenance. There you are, Monkey.
お前、まだフミの綾を探しているのか?
Oh, hold on, I need a sip of water. Ah, that's better. Still looking. Oh, he said that. Okay, yeah, let's see what I say. No, I'm looking for Snappy this time.
寿司屋でも始めるのか?
Okay, buddy. You're pretty funny.
俺は忙しいんだよ。用がないなら帰ってくれ。
I wouldn't come see you if it wasn't important.
俺には話すことはないぞ。
I heard that the monkey who never lost a fight cried after a girl bit him.
お前、俺の辛い過去を探すのが趣味なのか?
Who bit you? Misaki Murakami, wasn't it? Well, he's not saying no. It felt like he blushed as soon as I mentioned her name. Did you have a crush on Misaki?
なんだと
They say girls like bad boys. Were you two dating?
バカなこと言うな
Okay, bullseye. Yep.
違う俺たちは付き合ってないただ
Just what?
俺の片思いで
I see.
高校の頃美咲が好きでそれで
I think of all the people who are involved in this that we're kind of figuring out and piecing together, Watanabe is definitely one of my favorites. Just his whole character, his storyline, everything. I really kind of not relate, but it resonates. I think a lot better than some of the other characters, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm not that drawn to Bitch's story. Snappy's is pretty interesting. Four Eyes, again, not so much. But yeah, Watanabe has a really good storyline. Wait, you didn't force?
それ以上言ったらマジで殺すぞ俺は喧嘩はするけど女に暴力は振るわねえ告白して振られただけ
I feel like there's more there. But why would she bite you?
俺にも
Yeah, after just a confession of love? Be honest.
美咲が起こった原因で考えられるのはあれなんだけど
What is it?
ここで待っていてくれ
Monkey goes into the school building. It looks like he went to get something. Monkey comes back. He has an old friendship bracelet in his hand.
これだ
Monkey shows me the friendship bracelet. It's impressive that he kept it all this time. It's one of those Misanga bracelets made with threads of 5 colors: blue, yellow, red, white, and black.
俺がふざけて引っ張ったら切れたんだそしたら美咲は泣きそうな顔をしていきなり噛みついてきた
Can you tell me a little more about the situation?
俺は美咲に告白したんだけど彼女には好きな人がいたようなんだ
Who?
教えてくれなかったそれでムカついて彼女のミサンガを引っ張ったら
Thanks to being such a musclehead, you pulled so hard you broke it?
そうしたらガリって腕に噛みついてきたすぐに巣に戻って逃げるようにかけていった
That's it?
いつか謝って返そうと思っていたんだけどそのまま卒業して今に至るだ
I can return it back to her if you want.
しかしな
These kinds of things are often better with help from a third party. You can go and apologize to her after that. You can count on me. I'll take good care of the friendship bracelet.
分かったそれならこれを預けるよ
Monkey hands me the friendship bracelet. I'll give it back to Misaki.
頼んだぞ
Oh, also, have her teeth been that perfect since she was a kid?
俺が知っているのは高校からだからな
Who knew her since she was a kid then?
田中は小学校から同じ学校のはずだぞ
Four Eyes. Thank you. I'll go talk to him. I part ways with Monkey. All right. I arrive at the city office.
また来たんですか。あなたの顔を見るのはうんざりなんですよね。
I get that a lot. Today I'm here to ask you about your beloved Misaki.
何も話しませんからね。
She used to be called Snappy, didn't she?
知りません。
When she got upset, she had a habit of snapping at people with her teeth.
知りません。
Yes, you do.
知りません。
You could just tell me Misaki is snappy, right?
知りません。
He's much more stubborn than I thought. I guess I need to give him some bait. Okay, what do I have? What about this? I wouldn't ask you to talk for nothing.
どういう意味ですか？
I have a souvenir for you.
お土産なんていりません。
How about now? I show him the red spider lily brooch that I got at the auction.
もしかしてそれは
This belonged to Misaki.
知っています。彼女のお気に入りです。それをつけてよく番組に出ていました。
Okay, that's a little obsessive that you know that. You like red spider lilies?
それがどうかしたんですか？
The Japanese name of the red spider lily, Higanbana, implies death and afterlife. It's not exactly the luckiest flower.
花言葉は悲しい思い出ですね。
Wow, the smartest kid in school sure knows lots of
お
trivia.
だてても彼女の話はしませんよ。
I don't use cheap tricks like that.
散々やったじゃありませんか。
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with Tanaka here. You went to the same elementary school as her, didn't you? So now you're silent.
話をするとあなたの術中にはまるようですからね。
Good instincts. I told you, I don't use cheap tricks.
話しません。
Four Eyes and Misaki went to the same elementary school. He might have an old picture or two. If there's an old picture, I can see what her teeth were like. Do you have an old picture of her? If you don't say anything, it means yes. How about we trade that picture for this brooch?
卑怯ですよ。
You have a picture, don't you?
昔から彼女が好きだったんですよ。
You didn't take her picture secretly, did you?
違いますよ。学校の行事などで写真を撮る機会があると、何気なく彼女のそばへ行き、一緒に写ったんです。
Show me. If there's a good one, I'll trade it for the brooch.
悩みます。悩みますが、彼女のブローチが欲しい。
Just show me the pictures. Four Eyes goes back to his desk and comes back with an album. You have that many pictures of her, and you carry them with you? How sad.
私は法に触れるようなことはしていませんよ。ここにある写真はすべて合法に写されたもので、合法に手に入れたもので。
I love it. Legally taken or legally acquired. Fine, fine. Just show me. I look at Four Eyes' album. This is an interesting picture. Why don't we trade this picture for the brooch? This is a legal exchange. I exchanged the red spider lily brooch for the picture.
でも、心が痛みますね。
I feel a little bit bad too. If you spoke to me about it 15 years ago, she wouldn't have to get hurt, you know.
彼女を傷つけるんですか？聞き捨てなりませんね。
Well, not necessarily. Can you talk to me about Aya Fumino now?
それだけは話せません。
Dream? What do you mean?
いえ、何でもありません。聞かなかったことにしてください。
Fine, I guess I need to go ask Misaki then.
では、私は仕事に戻ります。
All right, now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, hungry. Before I visit Misaki, I should get something to eat. All right. Back to our favorite restaurant. I'm back at Kamiari-an. If I want something to eat, Kamiari-an is always an easy choice. Sanpei greets
い
me.
らっしゃい。
What should I eat today? I look at the menu. I'll have the deep-fried moroge shrimp.
へい。モロゲエビの唐揚げ定食を一丁。
Sanpei repeats it loudly and goes back to the kitchen. It's the regular menu. Everything looks delicious. There's an oldish-looking photo of a student here. Okay. It's the regular menu, blah, blah, blah. The TV is on, but the show doesn't look that interesting. Let's try thinking. I look at the friendship bracelet that I got from Monkey. I've seen this bracelet somewhere. Could it be? I take a look at the picture I got from the Karakoro art studio. The girl in the picture with Fatty has the same friendship bracelet on her wrist. She's wearing the same friendship bracelet, so she was friends with Snappy. I sit and think for a while, and Sanpei comes back with my meal.
お待たせしやした。
So this is deep-fried moroge shrimp. I wonder what it tastes like. Sanpei goes back to the kitchen as I take a bite. The shell is so tender and the shrimp is so rich and tasty. Being able to eat this every day must be a nice perk of living in Matsue. Genkichi comes out from the kitchen.
これで相撲足腰の5品目だな。
Genkichi puts a stamp on the mo on my stamp rally card.
あと2品だな。
I might complete all 7.
その意気で頑張ってくれ。
This isn't really the reason why I came here. Genkichi goes back to the kitchen. From the kitchen, Sanpei turns the TV on. It was already on. I turn my attention to the TV. Oh hey, it's Misaki. She's doing a weather report from in front of the Karakoro art studio. Even if I leave right now, I wouldn't make it there before she leaves. Hey, could you turn up the volume? Sanpei calls from the kitchen.
この年穴のファンでやすか?
It's not like that, but I do want to hear
わ
this.
かりやした。
Sanpei turns up the volume.
次の天気予報は1時間後。松江城の前からお送りします。
Uh-oh, looks like we can go meet her. If I head to Matsue Castle, I can catch her. My cell phone suddenly rings. Who could it be? I take the call. The call was from Yuka, Fatty's fiancée. She said she had something to talk about and asked me to come to the Monet Dango shop. I arrive back at the Monet Dango shop. Yuka is seated and waiting. Okay. How's Fatty doing?
デブじゃなくてジュンさんです。
Okay, okay. How's he feeling?
もう大丈夫のようです。明日から店を開けると言ってました。
That's great.
彼の具合が悪くなったのはあなたのせいですよ。
I can't say I had nothing to do with it, but that's not the real reason.
15年前ですか。
So, what did you want to talk to me about?
昨日ジュンさんが電話で話しているのを立ち聞きしたんです。
Who was he talking to?
わかりませんけど、おそらく高校のクラスメイトです。
What was the conversation about?
私が聞いたのは、卒業式の後で死んだとか、僕たちが殺したとか。
Oh geez, so you got scared and called me.
はい。
Was the woman who pretended to be Aya Fumino the one who got killed?
どう思います？
Could Fatty be? Is this why he's afraid of the sight of blood? But Yuka would never admit it. I need her to be on my side for now. Good luck. There is no record of a murder 15 years ago.
まだ明るみになってないとか。
Maybe.
そんな。
You trust him, don't you?
そうですけど。
I don't know him well, but he didn't seem like the kind of person who murders people. What do you think?
私もジュンさんが人を殺すとは思えません。
Then there's only one answer. He didn't do it. Don't look worried like that. You're closer to him than anyone. You have to trust him.
そうですよね。私、ジュンさんを信じます。
Well, I'm glad we fixed that easily. Good. Now there's one thing I need you to look into.
何ですか？
I need you to find out who married and changed their last name among his classmates.
わかりました。
It's about time for the weather report.
天気予報ですか？
Oh, sorry. Talking to myself. Probably here, right? I assume Fatty got whoever was pretending to be Aya, and, well, right now I should focus on Misaki Murakami. Misaki is reading the weather report during a live broadcast. Once the broadcast is over, the staff begin to take down their equipment. Alright, I should go ask her. Misaki. Misaki notices me.
待ち伏せしてたのね。
It didn't look like you could see me at the station.
ここに来ても同じよ。
I have something I want to ask you. Uh-oh, it begins! Alright. Well, let's start where we usually start. Who was pretending to be Aya Fumino? I show her the picture of Aya that I have. As soon as Misaki sees it, she tenses up.
そんな人知らないわ。
The letter talked about Snappy. It looks like this sounds familiar to you.
残念だけどないわ。で、なんで私がガリだと思ったの？
Good question. What did? Maybe this? Okay, maybe too soon. Shit. Then... you know what? Let's see our options here. Oh. Yeah. You and Morita at the UFO research lab were childhood friends, weren't you? He said Snappy was now at Sanin Chuo TV. There's no other woman about the same age as Aya at the station.
そうね。
It seemed like Morita knew a lot about Snappy, but he wouldn't tell me much. He said he's been rooting for you.
そう。応援されて私も嬉しいわ。それ、
Oh, sorry. That she snaps at people with her teeth when she gets upset, and that her left canine tooth sticks out.
残念ね。私はこの通り、綺麗な歯並びよ。わかったでしょ？私はガリじゃないわ。
Okay, that's now, but what about then? I have your picture from junior high right here. I show the picture of Misaki when she was in junior high, and she's wearing braces. Uh-oh, struck a nerve. Looks like you had braces.
これだけじゃ、私がガリだという証拠にならないわ。
Well, she's right about that. I got proof from someone that Misaki is indeed Snappy. Okay, well, what about this? I heard you bit Monkey.
そうだったかしら。
I got something from him. It's a friendship bracelet. I show her the 5-color friendship bracelet. As soon as she sees the good luck bracelet, her expression changes. I should corner her with max mode. Uh-oh. You are Snappy, aren't you?
そうよ。私がガリよ。あなたは何が知りたいの？
Oh, well, that was easy. That was odd. She didn't even resist.
私、忙しいのよ。知っていることは教えるから、さっさと帰ってくれる？
Well, this is going weirdly well. She doesn't want me to talk about that secret, so she must be trying to get along with it and get rid of me. Tell me about her. I show her the photo I got from Karakoro Art Studio. As soon as she sees it, Misaki's expression gets tense.
あなた。
What?
いいえ、なんでもないわ。彼女の何が知りたいの？
What I really want is to see and talk to her.
どういう話をしたの？
The things she wrote about in her letters.
何が書かれていたの？
She seems concerned about what was in those
あな
letters.
た手紙を読んだんでしょ？
Well, I was her pen pal, so that kind of makes sense. She sent them to me, so yeah.
何が書かれていたの？
Before I get to that, who is the girl in the picture?
高校のクラスメートよ。でも彼女とは親しくなかったから知らないわ。
Well, that can't be true because she's wearing the same friendship bracelet. That's a lie. The girl in the picture is wearing a friendship bracelet, and it matches yours.
あなたゴシップライターなの？このことで私を脅すつもり？
That wasn't my intention, but hey, if I can, if it's lucrative, maybe I should change my track here. No, I'm not your enemy.
信じられない。いきなり現れて私の過去を探って。
I should try to get her to understand using max mode. I just want to see her.
そうなの。
I'm guessing she was special to Snappy, and she was special to me as
で
well.
も話せないわ。
In my last year of high school, when I was going crazy studying for entrance exams, her letters helped me stay sane. Here's max mode again. Please believe me.
わ
Please.
かったわ。
You were wearing the same 5-color friendship
勘
bracelets.
違いしないで。私たちは友達よ。それ以上の関係じゃない。ただ少しだけ私が好意を持っていただけ。
Whoa. Are the memories of her painful? Okay. Why would we think that? The significance behind the brooch, right? Like, why does she wear that? Red spider lilies symbolize sad memories. Do you have sad memories of Aya?
デザインが気に入ってただけよ。
Then why did you donate it to the auction?
どうして知ってるの？
Because I bought it there.
古くなったからオークションに出したのよ。
No, that's not true. You did because I dug up your past. You wanted to forget. You wanted closure for that sad memory.
自分の都合のいいように考えないで。確かにあなたのおかげで過去に縛られている自分に気づかされたわ。
Don't you want to know what Aya thought of Snappy?
それは知りたいけど。
Read this letter. She wrote about how she felt. I hand the letter to Misaki.
こんにちは。
As Misaki reads the letter, she begins to cry. You saved her.
2学期の中間テストの後よ。
どうして常にトップだった私が7位だなんて。
私が
おかしいですよね。
3位。何？
今まで10位以内に入ったこともないのにいきなり3位はおかしいですね。そうですよね。
そんなことを言われても。
もしかしてズルをしましたね。
ズルって何ですか？
ズルはズルですよ。カンニングですよ。
カンニングだってよ。それで成績が上がったのか。
カンニングなんてしてません。私一生懸命勉強したの。
カンニングやったんでしょ。正直に言ってください。やりましたよね。そうですよね。
証拠でもあるの？
それはないですけど、半年でこんなに成績が上がるなんて絶対におかしいですよ。
言いがかりじゃない。
正直に言ってくださいよね。カンニングやったんでしょ。そうですよね。
やってません。
やってます。絶対にやってます。
いい加減にして。もう我慢の限界。
Wow. She didn't bite him this time. So, you are Snappy.
そうよ。この手紙に書かれているガリは私よ。
Yeah, another one down. Four Eyes likes you, Snappy. Maybe he made the accusation because he got jealous that Aya was always with you?
そうかもしれない。私は彼女が好きだった。男も女も関係ない。人として好きだったの。
That's...
おかしい？でも彼女はとても素敵だったわ。
You wore a matching friendship bracelet because you liked her.
同じものをつけているだけで嬉しかった。
And Monkey broke it, so you got upset.
私は乱暴だから怒ったら噛みつくけど、彼女は違うの。耐えるの。涙をこらえて笑おうとするの。自分のことより他人のことを考えるの。ヒーローは私じゃない。彼女よ。
That's what she thought about you.
彼女はすぐに誰かを助けようとする。だから高3の大切な時に文野陽子さんのために彩さんを演じた。
Oh, here we go. She pretended for Yoko Fumino?
なんでもないわ。
No, we can't forget that. What happened 15 years ago? Why do you go silent whenever I ask this question?
そっとしておいて。あなたにだって忘れたい過去はあるでしょ。
I thought Snappy would tell me the truth.
私たちはフラリビに会ったのよ。
Uraribi,
妖怪よ。
ghosts, UFOs, legends, and now monsters? Give me a break.
私はヒーローなんかじゃないわ。結局はみんなと同じ。ただの卑怯者よ。これから生放送があるの。急ぐからこれで失礼するわ。
Hold on, you forgot something. I hand her the friendship bracelet. Monkey wanted to apologize to you.
そうね。私も謝らないとね。ありがとう。
As Misaki leaves with the Sanin Chuo TV staff, I feel like someone's watching. I catch a glimpse of a tall guy in a hat walking away. That guy was in front of the inn earlier. It's fishy. Very fishy. Well, nothing we can do about that right now. I arrive back at Matsue Inn. I should relax in the bath for a while. Of course. I wanted to relax. Ugh. Oh my god. Don't be creepy. No, thank you. How is not wanting to wash your wrinkly back stingy? Okay, well, I don't think we need to exchange favors for information, though. What do you know, old man? Oh my god. Huh? Alright, fine, I'll wash your back. I get out of the bath and wash Kogumo's back. So, somehow I ended up washing an old man's back. Good lord, please don't. Don't do it. So what's the special information you have? That's it? You made me wash your back for that. Old bastard. I'm back in my room. Well, I guess we'll go check it out. I arrive at the Kiyomise shopping area. On the first floor of a multi-tenant building, there is a small DVD rental store. This is what the old man Koguma was talking about. I take a look around the DVD rental store. They've got a bunch of the latest CDs. Okay. What else? It's a small store, but they have a pretty good selection. I found the DVD of Shadow Shogun, the movie that Aya mentioned in her letter. I'm gonna get this. I rent the DVD of Shadow Shogun. Alright, I found what I wanted. I'll head back to my room and watch this. I'm back at the inn. I should watch the DVD. Shadow Shogun was a story about a man who had to pretend to be a shogun when the real shogun suddenly died. That can't be significant to our plot line at all, can it? At first he has trouble, but after a while he starts to act like a real shogun. At the end, however, he tries to live life his own way. I wonder if that's how she felt. I ponder for a moment. I should write down what I found out before I go to bed. All right, look at us go. Whoever was writing letters to me pretended to be Aya for Yoko Fumino. The puzzle pieces are just starting to come together. Maybe tomorrow I'll find out the truth. Maybe we will. Interesting. Maybe that's Shorty. It's the 7th day since I arrived in Matsue. Out of Aya's 7 classmates, I've identified 5, but none of them would tell me about her. And now there's even the hint of a crime, and a big one. Before I go out, I'd better read another one of Aya's letters. I take a letter out from my bag. This is the 4th letter. It's dated August 25th. Is this a Santa Claus pattern on this stationery? No, they're fairies from European folktales. Okay. Hello, this hot weather's been going on for a while. How are you doing? Yesterday I went to the summer festival with my classmates. Shorty's been down because of what's happening with his father's company, so we were trying to cheer him up. His dad is the president of a construction company, and everyone's jealous of the luxury he lives in, but apparently they're going through some trouble. We're all really worried about him. He has a cheerful personality, making him popular in class, but he also has a self-focused and timid side. He's facing a lot of difficulty right now, but I want him to do his best and overcome it. He grew up as a rich kid, but he has a strong heart. That's what I believe. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I think friends are like medicine for the heart. Please cherish your friends too, Max. It sounds like you're specific about what kind of girls you like. I like black hair, but I want to try dyeing it later. Aya Fumino. P.S. Max, is there anyone you like? I finish reading the letter. The description of Shorty's home life in the letter sounds similar to what I heard from the bartender at the Nakamura bar. I wonder if the bartender is Shorty. What did I write back to her? I recall the reply I wrote. Thank you for your letter. I really like festivals. I've even helped carry a portable shrine once. All that enthusiasm is great. It really gets the blood pumping. I'm sure the festivals at Matsue are filled with spirit. I'd like to join in a festival in Matsue someday. Unlike Tokyo, I'm sure the air is clean and you're surrounded by nature. Just imagining it makes me want to pay a visit. Friends are medicine for the heart, huh? You may be right. It's embarrassing to say it out loud, but I cherish my friends. Yada yada. Okay. P.S. Right now, I enjoy doing stuff with friends. I think that's the reply for the main route. Let me just double check. Yeah. And then where do you go to hang out with friends? Yeah, lock it in. I wrote a pretty serious reply, huh? Tomoko comes to put the futon away.
おはようございます
Spirited as ever. Morning.
お客さん、ついに1週間の滞在ですね。もうここに住んだらどうですか？
Maybe I should. That's not a bad idea, but I've got something I need to
人
do.
探しですよね。
Before that, I'm thinking of researching Furoribi,
それ、何ですか？
a yokai, some kind of monster.
聞いたことない妖怪ですね。
Alright, friends, well, we are going to stop it here and find more out about probably Shorty and Furoribi. So, as always, leave a like if you like, a dislike if you don't, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. I'm hopping off, and we will pick up with Gnome Stationery Chapter 7 in the next one. Peace.